Hi, I'm Aviana Brew, your real estate insider. And on my YouTube channel, you can definitely find all of the latest building trends, information for builders, investors, developers, and even land buyers. I even represent luxury home buyers and sellers too. So stay tuned to all of the different tips and tricks when you're getting ready to sell your house, things you should do and prepare for. In addition to, if you're trying to build a custom home or you're looking to build new construction, you have to stay tuned because we go and do deep dives on what are the good things that you should do and what you should look out for on this page. But I will be sharing weekly content, so definitely stay tuned. Builder confidence in the market for newly built single-family homes climbed 7 points to 44 in January, according to the National Association of Home Builders and Wells Fargo Housing Market Index released today. This second consecutive monthly increase in builder confidence closely tracks a period of falling interest rates. Single-family starts are expected to grow in 2024, adding much-needed inventory to the market. However, builders will face challenges with building material costs and availability, as well as lot supply. As home building expands in 2024, the market will see growing supply side challenges in the form of higher prices or shortages of lumber, lots, and labor. Let's talk about that for a second, because one might say, how much are labor costs surging at this point? How much does labor cost really matter to your building or construction project? On average, labor costs in the new construction world has increased about 4%. So just make sure when you're doing your budgets, which of course is pivotal to your success, you have to analyze how that labor increase or cost of labor increase is impacting your building project and how you have to offset that with, of course, the price of new construction homes. We look at a lot of different things when we're pricing a house, especially when we're pre-selling, but I do want you as builders to consider the cost of labor in addition to the rising cost of lumber. In January, 31% of builders reported cutting home prices down from 36% during the previous 2 months and the lowest rate since last August. The average price in reduction in January remained at 6%, unchanged from the previous month. Meanwhile, 62% of builders provided sales incentives for all forms in January. Now, keep in mind, most builders, when you're building a house, everyone knows that by the end of the year, primarily fourth quarter, you pack in additional pricing structures or pricing to ensure that you're able to offer higher incentives. Everybody wants to be home for Christmas, and therefore, I'm sure you want to report back to your investors and stockholders that you've sold all of your inventory by the end of the year. So in order to do that, a lot of builders, especially last year, because it hit them hard with those increased interest rates, had to couple price reductions with also increased incentives. Those incentives came in the way of offering rate buy downs, which is something that a lot of buyers are looking for. I'm always going to be on the side that requires builders, or at least advises builders, to go for permanent rate buy downs, but there are a lot of builders out here right now that are doing floating rates, a 3-2-1 or even a 2-1. And what does that even mean to you? 3-2-1 buy down in essence will cost you more in closing cost dollars to buy down the interest rates for your buyers. 3% on the first year, 2% on the second year, and then 1% on the first year. Many buyers don't even understand what is the difference between a rate buy down versus an ARM, which is an adjustable rate mortgage. And in essence, it's like the inverse way of having the same product. But instead of variable rates that can continuously happen, when you're looking at rate buy downs, it's a way to get your home sold by also partnering with those buyers, ensuring that they're not going to get over their head with interest rates they can't afford. So while we wait for the Fed to, of course, adjust interest rates and, of course, tackle inflation, we can partner with those buyers to get your home sold by offering those type of concessions. Now, 62% of builders provided sales incentives of all forms in January. This share remained stable between 60% and 62% since October. All three of the major HMI indices posted gains in January. The HMI index charting current sales conditions increased 7 points to 48. The component measuring sales expectations in the next 6 months jumped 12 points to 57, and the component gauging traffic of prospective buyers rose 5 points to 29. Those are all positive signs when you're looking to build. So, looking at the 3-month moving averages for regional HMI scores, the Northeast increased 4 points points to 55. The South increased 2 points to 41. So if you're in the Northeast, of course, that's going to help you if you're wanting to sell your homes there. We're having, buyers in the Southeast, they're a little bit more concerned with interest rates, of course, because it's tied to the wage growth as well. Now, in the West, registered 1 point gain to 32, and Midwest held steady at 34. So as you can see right now, the best areas to build homes are, of course, Northeast and Southeast, but it's all going to be relative to the type of concessions you're offering to help partner with those buyers to lower the interest rates, thereby lowering their monthly mortgage as well. Well, today I leave you with that. Lots to consider. Yes, building sentiment is growing. That's a great sign as interest rates lower. And of course, things to consider of, labor costs increasing, lumber costs increasing, as well as ways to partner with your buyers. I hope this has been very helpful, and stay tuned for the next episode. And that's my take as your RE Insider. I look forward to showing new content next week.